Hammer and Hikaru Nakamura joining us, which is great. So, thank you, Jon Ludwig and Hikaru, for joining us. Congratulations, Hikaru. This game, well, as you know, has finished, and Hikaru Nakamura won a quick counter-attack against White's position. It was said, Jon Ludwig, that you were not very clever with your time today. Is that something you blame yourself for?
Well, who else can I blame? No, I mean, my time usage the whole tournament has not been good. I guess it's partially nerves, partially just, inexperience. Trying to sit there for a long time just to make sure you don't miss anything. I'm going to shake it off at some point, maybe, get some more experience at this level. And
I mean, you're sitting there and you just want to find the right move.
Yeah.
And the clock ticks.
Yeah.
As simple as that, in fact.
Yeah, and as simple and so dangerous.
Yeah.
So, no, because, I mean, you're going to lose games on time as well. And, well, I guess to some extent that's what happened today, but also I just didn't choose the right continuation, even after using an hour. But when you spend so much time for just one move, then you're already in big trouble, because your head is not working towards the end.
Yeah. So, Hikaru, was this more or less the planned strategy?
Well, I wanted to get a position that was playable. I mean, I don't know if this was... Okay, somewhere in the opening, I must have gone wrong. I think in retrospect I should have played b3 first, and that way I have more options. I could put the other rook on d8 or something like, I don't know, like knight e8 and f5. I just thought there were more ideas, because after rook d8, I put myself in a very tricky situation. Like here, in fact, I went into a deep thing. I was moving quickly, and then suddenly I realized that here, if I don't do something quick, I'm just going to be lost in like two moves. Like basically, if White's able to go e4 and rook f3, I can more or less just resign, because d5 and e5, I just get crushed on the king side, and the pawns can't go anymore.
I was very happy with the position.
Yeah. You saw prospects.
Yeah, definitely.
So I more out of desperation than anything, I found this idea to sack a piece. And this is where I think Jon Ludwig really went wrong in using all his time, because it's, I think you almost have to play e5 here, no? In fact, you probably should even just go e5 instantly without thinking, probably.
Well, after the game, I think it's easy to say, I don't know.
Unless you were considering other moves.
Well, I thought rook f3. I didn't want to do it because I thought I'm allowing you to exchange up some pieces, and that's not what I should be doing. But
yeah,
at the same time, at least then I keep the diagonal closed. So no, but e5. In the end, I just played e5 without having the follow-up ready, because I just knew I needed to get away from this position and just start thinking, if only I move ahead, then, get some progress.
Yeah, I think, it's just, okay, probably this is the correct line, is to actually grab the piece. This, I think, is probably a better try, but it's still very, very unclear. Rook d8 first.
I thought so, yeah.
Right. Rook d8 first. Yeah, then knight f3. Right. Queen c5.
King h1.
King h1. Yeah, and a3. Yeah, this. Right. Exactly. Yeah, this is what I saw too. Now I just thought something like, I don't know, bishop e5, for example. The main problem here is that if I go b2, then just takes, and everything simplifies. I wasn't sure. In fact, I actually thought I would just take and play something like b2 and just force a draw here. I assume this must be a draw with correct play. This rook takes b2. But, yeah, this is kind of what I was worried about. But then, Ludwig started using a lot of time, and I had a feeling that I might get a little bit lucky to have some winning chances. So, takes... And this is the secondary critical position. I mean, but of course, already, I think you're already down to like 10 minutes here probably or something, and it's just, okay, now it's very difficult, with no time especially. I mean, okay, rook f3 is, I mean, probably just loses, but I mean, what else to do when you have no time? I mean, it's very, very difficult. For example, okay, if knight f3, then just queen e4, and I mean, I think white's just almost lost here. So, I mean, maybe the computer will show something. In fact, actually, I was wondering, could you go bishop c3 here?
And then b2.
b2, right, b2, and now I was wondering if you couldn't go like queen h3. Wait, no,
h5. No, I wanted to go queen h3. I just couldn't find anything.
Rook f3?
And then a3.
a3, and you're too slow. Are you too slow? Queen g5? Probably queen d6. Yeah, it's probably one move too slow again. Wait, no, you have rook h3. No, queen f4. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe...
No,
maybe
I was spending... Well,
it's
clearly
probably, yeah.
I was spending a lot of time on this, and I just...
Yeah, and then rook f3, I mean, now it's just losing. I mean, at first I thought maybe you'd overlook this line. I mean, just takes, but I mean, and rook takes d4. But, I mean, it's just losing again, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, the game, I mean, just queen b6 and it's more or less lost. I mean, c5 is the only try, but king f2? It's king f2. Okay, yeah, but king f8 anyway. Queen h6, king e8 takes, and I thought here just queen a2 and should just be winning. I mean, I just put the king on c6 and there are no more checks, so I can just up a rook. I mean, this is what I saw during the game. I mean, it's just losing. Of course, rook d3 and now there's queen d8 and f6 hangs, so it's just winning immediately here. Okay, now the game's just over more or less. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is all just, king f7 is just over. So, I mean, I don't know, there's probably, I mean, either I played very well or I played very badly. I'm not sure which. I mean, because either rook d8, queen d6, and knight c5 is very precise, or it's just much worse. So I mean, have to look at the computer to see what it says. But I mean, during the game, at least from a practical standpoint, neither of us could find something that was very good for white. So I think objectively it was probably okay.
Well, it definitely looked very impressive. This queen standing there and this 4 farmers storming the barricades and just ready to fight back. I mean, the image was really nice.
I mean, it's the.
You trusted that the farmers were going to strike.
Well, I mean, whenever people ask me for advice on how to improve their chess, I just say, well, you should put your pieces in the center, because if you can control the center, you can, do a lot of good stuff. And today I controlled the center, but apparently that wasn't enough. No, I think Hikaru defended very resourcefully, and I just couldn't find anything after knight c5. I think I was tired.
Well, that's understandable. Nine long rounds. Hikaru, are you ready to play another tournament if need be?
Well, I mean, I have to play in Greece in 4 days, I think. So yeah, I keep going.
Keep going. Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's a decent result. Okay, I'm going to regret not playing rook ac8 against Karyakin for 4 days. I'll put it that way.
That's also understandable. But there still is a very small chance that you might play a playoff. Well, not very likely. But what do you think the position looks like in that game?
I mean, Sergey has to be better here a little bit. Just in general, I mean, I think he's okay. He's played very, very wisely considering his last couple of games where, I mean, he's certainly been on edge a little bit and he's been in some danger. So, I mean, just very solid with white. I mean, I find it hard to believe he's going to lose this. But
he still has to do a lot to lose this.
But, yeah, I mean, +2, tie for second. I mean, it's quite okay.
It's okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And how has the Norwegian experience been?
Good. I mean, it's nice to be here in the summer. I mean, I've always been only in Oslo and Gjøvik, but still always in the winter. So it's nice to be here in the summer. You know, it's definitely warmer. It's not summer weather, but it's still quite nice. So I mean, overall, I think the tournament was very well run. I mean, the only thing I didn't like was probably having the tournament in several different locations, but still, it's a fine line between what's good for the players and what's good for the spectators. So, I mean, I think in general this tournament has been a success, and the organizers overall have done a great job. So, hopefully they have this tournament next year.
Yeah. Jon Ludwig, how? I mean, it's obviously that there have been things going not the way you liked them, but do you still see enough light points?
I'm unhappy about my result. I'm happy about my play. I think I created a lot of chances for myself. I think I managed to get some good positions and I was fighting throughout the tournament. And I mean, I'm a bit inspired because I think I did not do very well, but I feel like I was really close to doing a lot better. I think it wouldn't have been that unfair if I had doubled my points. But you know, it's not a coincidence that I failed in the decisive moments. I need to improve, this tournament has really made me want to improve more and want to get better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you have problems with moving from venue to venue, or?
Well, compared to the other guys, I don't have anything to compare it with. So for me, I thought this worked out just fine. But for them who are used to something else, I can understand it's difficult. So in that sense, I guess changing the venues was maybe to my advantage. Not that it was that apparent in the games.
Because I was just amazed that every time we changed venues, that everything was working. The playing rooms were very nice. Even in a factory where you might expect something, but it was just, I thought, brilliant. But for you, it's the breaking of the rhythm.
Yeah, it's more the breaking of the rhythm than anything. It's just, I mean, you get used to playing in one location. Usually you have a set schedule. So, yeah. I mean, like with the island, for example, having to leave from the hotel at like 12:40 or 1:15, I forgot what time it was, as opposed to say, being able to just leave your hotel room at 2:55. It's just the whole rhythm thing. So, I mean, usually after about 1 or 2 days, you get on a schedule, and then having to change it becomes a little bit difficult. But still, I mean, I think for the spectators it was good, and I think it kept some of the sponsors very happy. So overall, I mean, the net result is quite positive for everyone.
Could you imagine that suppose there would be a similar schedule next year, that you think, it's going to be like that, I can mentally prepare for that?
Yeah, I mean, we're all professionals. I mean, we're all professionals, so you just have to adapt to it. And I mean, just having this tournament in and of itself, being able to play is, I mean, such an honor and a privilege. So, I'm a little unhappy with the different venues, but overall, I mean, I can't complain too much.
And you're very happy that you saw Norway without snow.
I mean, kind of, but I mean, I actually prefer the snow a little bit. So, it's a mix, but still, to see both seasons is very nice overall.
Yeah. Good. Well, in the meantime, another game has finished, and that's...
Yeah, and now it looks like Sergey's winning, so now I'm not going to be as upset that I lost to him, because then it wouldn't have made any difference.
Okay. So, thank you very much, Jon Ludwig Hammer and Hikaru Nakamura, for your opinions and for showing the game. And, I think...